You guys asked and your girl is answering. I'm back with part 2 of my closet clear out, so if you're interested in seeing what's hitting and what's missing in the rest of my closet, then you know what to do. Keep watching. Hey boos. Welcome or welcome back to my channel on social, where it is totally cool to be obsessed with sewing. Well, clearly, because just look at my closet. Although not every piece in my wardrobe is me made, I have accomplished a lot over the last 6 years of sewing. Now, when I filmed and released part 1 of this series, I was a little hesitant, you guys. I didn't think that you would be interested. Like, I did it thinking maybe somebody might watch. But still, when I sat down to edit it and realized how long it was, I was like, Kris, there's no way in hell anybody's going to sit and watch an hour and a half almost of you clearing out clothes from your closet. Man, was I wrong. So if you watched part 1 of this video, then thank you so much for sticking with me for over an hour digging through my closet. Now, I did ask whether you guys would be interested in a part 2, and many of you said yes, so I'm back today to share that with you. Now, you're getting me in my pajamas this evening. I know, very mindful, very demure. But you guys, I came home from work, and it is a work night too. I came home from work with a burst of energy, thinking I wanted to work on a piece for my red and pink collection. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it means that it probably hasn't gotten to the channel just yet, but I am working on a couple of collections, and they'll be here on the channel soon if they haven't made their debut already. If they have already landed on my spot, then I'll put the thumbnails in here as usual so that you guys can find it quite easily. Anyways, I came home, wanted to work on that project. I started working on that project. Then I realized I made a big mistake. When I was cutting out my project, I didn't have quite enough fabric, and so I had to use a remnant piece. And I don't think my facing piece was quite on grain. And so I started constructing my dress and realized that the facing piece was pulling my main bodice. Needless to say, I have called it quits on that project for tonight and maybe forever. And decided, instead of just wasting all of the evening away, maybe I should tackle the closet, because there's no way in hell I'm going to sit back at my machine now. I am completely deflated so far as sewing is concerned. So I've grabbed myself another trash bag. Actually, I've left it over there. But I do have another trash bag. And since I know this is going to be another long video, let's get into part 2 of this jungle. Alright, so I got a trash bag, a brand new one, because the other one is full, you guys. I cannot hold anything else in trash bag number 1. So I've gotten another trash bag, and let's get started on this clear out. So I think last time we had stopped right about here. We had stopped at this chain and worked our way this way. Now we're going to go this opposite way. So the first thing in my wardrobe is this skirt. I made this skirt years and years ago. It's out of this faux Ankara. And by faux Ankara, I mean fake ass Ankara. This is not like real Ankara. You can feel from the texture of it that it's a knockoff. But anyways, at that point in my life, I wasn't any wiser. And so I bought it and I made up this pleated skirt. I think this was a self-drafted skirt. I haven't worn it in such a long time. I still do like it. Like, I like the concept of it. But I haven't been reaching for it, and so this one, let's start right off the bat in the trash. As with the last time, I'm going to show you a few of the ready-to-wear items, but for the most part, if you see me skipping, that's probably because they are from the store. So this one is ready to wear. Actually, let me pull this one. This is a really, really nice cream-colored blouse from Worthington again. It has a concealed placket, which is ooh so chic. But you guys, these sleeves drive me crazy, and for that reason I don't reach for this top as much as I probably could have or should have. Now, this is supposed to be a dynamite piece in my work wardrobe, but like, these just get in my tea. Like, they get everywhere and they don't fit very comfortably under my jacket. Like, they stick out at the bottom of my they stick out at the hands of my jacket and look sort of weird. So I'm not sure if I want to keep this one. I'm going to shift it to the maybe pile, but I'm thinking that maybe is probably going to be a no. This is ready to wear. This is ready to wear. This is me made. So this is another Coffee and Thread Naomi. I had shown you at least one iteration of this pattern in part 1. Now this is another one. I made this one using this pink. I think this was poplin fabric, or maybe it was shirting. and then this art gallery fabric. Now I like this one. I like this shirt. I haven't worn it in a while. I probably need to remedy that, but I think I'm absolutely going to keep this one. I think this one is pretty cool. So back in the closet she goes. Oh my goodness, that's a t-shirt from my daughter's school. Parents are supposed to support on sports day, and so that's why that one is in my closet. She stays. This one is a set I made using real Ankara this time, you guys. And this one is the So Over It Name, something like that. It's not pronounced how it's spelled. It's Niahm, I think that's how you spell it. Anyways, I made this skirt using that pattern. It has a yoke and then the gather situation at the bottom. I love this skirt. I have worn it a couple of times, maybe not as much as I want to, and that is because it is it a midi length or a maxi length? It is pretty long on me. And I also made a top to go with it. Now, this is a hack of the Temple sundress from Love Notions Patterns. Now, I am a Love Notions ambassador, by the way. So if you ever feel like purchasing any of their patterns, please consider using my affiliate code. It's down in the description box. For this quarter, it is woven, I think at the time of recording this video. And hopefully by the time this video goes live, it will still be woven. If not, check the description box. Anyway, this is a hack of that pattern. It has the band at the back to kind of hide my bra, and then it also has a tie strap. You might notice that I also lined this top in this fabric, which was left over from one of the other tops I showed you in part 1 of this series. I really do like this set, and I'm keeping her. Now, this is a ready-to-wear skirt, and I think I'm gonna, actually no, I am gonna keep this one. It's a black skirt. It is a size 14. That should still fit me. And it's from Next, and it's Next Tailoring, you guys. So this one, back in the wardrobe. This one falling off the hanger right here is another me made. I made this using the So Over It Ava skirt. I quite like that skirt pattern. And I quite like this skirt. It's just a short skirt. It does fall above the knee. It's an A-line skirt. It is in this emerald green. I like this skirt. I have worn it quite a bit, but now that I have taken it out of my wardrobe, I realize that my hook and my bar at the back have come loose, and so I'm going to switch this one to the side so I can remind myself to eventually get around to mending it. But I think I'm going to keep that one as well. Now that is another ready-to-wear skirt. This one is a me made. This one is the Tessuti Fabrics multi-elastic waist skirt, which I hacked for the So Frugal 2024 challenge. You can find the videos for that series here on the channel. I'll pop the thumbnail right here so you can go ahead and check that one out after you finish watching this video, of course. So this is the Tessuti Fabrics multi-elastic waist skirt. I made it in this gorgeous Ankara from a free clothing store. I like this skirt. I made it just this year, and so I haven't worn her as much as I should have, but I can't really wear this one to work. And so for that reason, she has remained hidden away in my wardrobe for the most part, but I do like her, so I'm definitely going to keep this one around for a little bit longer at least. This is another ready-to-wear skirt. I think this might actually be pinned upside down. It is. So this is the right way up. And it is just like a tube skirt. It is quite old now, and I don't really reach for it as much because I feel like it's not super flattering on my rectangular body shape. And so this one is going in the trash. Another ready-to-wear skirt. This one is another ready-to-wear skirt as well. And technically speaking, I meant to wear this one to work. This is also from Worthington. But I'm not sure if I like the shape of this skirt on my body. I'm going to try it on off camera to remind myself of how this one looks. If it looks okay, then I'll keep her. If she's not flattering, then she'll end up in the trash. Another ready to wear, another ready to wear. I should say that this side of my closet probably has more ready to wear than the other side, because there are a lot of like work clothes in this side and trousers and so on. And since I've only now began making trousers, it means that I don't have many me-made trousers in my wardrobe. And since I am drawn to very bright and obnoxious like colors and prints, it means that I don't have as many like work items that are me-made. Because of my job, I'm meant to wear very demure colors to work. And I don't know, I never really feel intrigued to make up like plain black or plain blue or plain gray items. So if you find that I skip a lot more on this side, that is the reason why. Right, that is also ready to wear. This one is a McCall's skirt. I can't remember the number, but what else is new? I'll see if I can find the envelope and put it on the screen somewhere so that you can see. I made this skirt actually when I was a part of the Style Maker Fabrics spring tour. I want to say it was in 2021, maybe. I was super excited to be a part of that tour, and Style Maker Fabrics sent me some fabric, and I made, I think at the time, 3 different items with the fabric that they sent me. And this happened to be one of them. It has survived other closet clear outs. It's still in my wardrobe. I don't wear it as much as I should. Again, same reason as before, but I do like it. It has elastic back at the waist. It has an elastic waist at the back, and so it's super comfortable. And so for now, this one goes back in the closet. All right, I have 2 skirts here. These are both me mades. So the one on the front is actually the Friday Pattern Company Bernadette skirt. I think that's what it's called. And I made it using this twill fabric. This started as white fabric, you guys, and I actually dyed it into this Pepto-Bismol shade of pink. I was experimenting with dyeing. I hadn't really tried it before. This was my first time trying it. I was pretty pleased with how the fabric dyed, but I haven't worn this skirt a lot. No, it's way too short for work. It is actually a mini skirt, and so I can't wear it to work, not only because of the color, but because of the length of it. And I do like it though. It's well made, and because it was my very first dyeing project, I think I'm going to keep her sticking around for a little bit longer. Now I'll just turn to the back to show you this one right here, another pink skirt. This is a McCall's pattern as well. I'll look for the envelope for this one as well and pop it on screen. You guys, I actually made this fabric. And when I say made this fabric, it's not like a striped fabric. I didn't buy this fabric striped and then just cut it out and pleated it. I actually made each row using different pieces of fabric sewn together and then pleated to make this skirt. This one was quite a lot of work because of that, and I really do like her. I think I need to wear her more. I probably can wear this one to church. The colors are too bright and too bold for work, at least on a typical day, but I do think I can get away with wearing this one to church, so I'm going to keep both of these skirts in my closet. Now this one is the So Liberated estuary skirt. Yeah, that's right. And I made this one using this green fabric. It does have like this striped sort of effect on it with, not grays, what am I saying? With greens, blues, purples, and a little bit of like yellow. I do like this skirt. It also has an elastic waist at the back, but I'm realizing that my button is loose, and so I'm going to take this one out of the wardrobe just temporarily so that I can fix this one. I feel like my fix-it pile is bigger than I would like. I don't like doing alterations at all, you guys. I much prefer to make something completely from scratch than to sit and alter or fix any of my clothing. And I know that's terrible, especially when it's something as simple as sewing on a bloody button. But I just don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I'm going to have to find some time, sit down and condition my mind to repair all of the items from the first video and also from this one. Obviously, that's not going to be today, but we'll see. Fingers crossed sometime soon. This one is also me made. This is a Deer and Doe pattern. Chardonnay? Does that sound familiar? I'm going to have to double check. This one is an oldie, you guys. I've had this in my closet for years. I loved it. I love the print of this fabric. It's not really in my colors with all of this orange, but because it's not close to my face, I can get away with wearing it. And I do like it. And so this one goes back in the closet. This one is a ready-to-wear skirt. I think this is really, really cute. And I think I want to recreate this one using that same Sew Over It Ava skirt. I think it has the same basic shape. This one is gorgeous in this like purple sort of wool color. I love purple. It's my favorite color. But this one is way too short for work. Like way too short. I can picture wearing this out like if I had a town to go out to with a blazer on and some really like long boots like during fall or winter. Oh, that would be amazing. Except that there's never fall or winter in these parts. And so I feel like my sewing is a little bit limited because of that. I don't get to experiment with making things like coats and so on. And I don't get to experiment using particular types of fabric. Like I've never ordered a piece of wool fabric because like, what am I going to do with it? Where am I going to wear it? Anyway, I do have this skirt. It is ready to wear. And for now, I'm going to keep her because I really, really like the color of this skirt. Maybe I will find somewhere to wear her sooner rather than later. And if I don't, she's a nice piece to look at for the time being. So back in the closet. Now next up, we have this skirt and this top. This is another set that I made using gorgeous Ankara, real Ankara from a Freak clothing store. Now these are both hacks. The top is actually another hack of the Tempo Sundress by Love Notions Patterns. And the skirt, let's see if I can flip that over. The skirt with this ruched effect in the front actually started off as a chalk and notch evening skirt. Now if you want to see photos of this outfit, you can find it over on my Instagram on social. I don't have any pictures, I don't think, in my camera reel. I'll go back and double check just to see, but if I don't find a picture to insert on screen, then make sure you head on over to my Instagram where you can see most of these me-made items have made a debut on my Instagram feed at one point or another, maybe way back when or maybe more recently, but most of the things that I have made, if not all of them, at some point in time end up on my Instagram feed, so go check them out over there. Anyway, I like this set. I like both of these pieces, and so both of them go back in the closet. Oops, somebody's trying to get out. These are actually a pair of ready-to-wear shorts. Obviously, they're ready to wear because I told you guys I have only now ventured into fitting trousers, but I do have this one right here. I'll pull it out. This is actually Simplicity 9114. It's a Mimi G pattern. I hope that's the right number that I'm giving you guys. And I had an obsession with a pair of pink trousers. I wanted a pair of pink trousers badly in my wardrobe a couple years ago. And I decided to give that pattern a try, and I made up my first pair of trousers. Now, I did spend a considerably long time trying to get these babies to fit. Now that I know better, I know that they still don't fit perfectly. They are wearable, and I guess if you don't sew, maybe it's not such a big deal because you're accustomed to your clothes not fitting well anyways. But now that I know better, I'm not sure whether I'm going to wear this one. And I also noticed that there is some discoloration right here in my seam. I don't know what I could have rubbed this up against. And it has been washed and ironed, and there is still like this scuff mark in my trousers. So I'm thinking that I'm going to take these ones out of the closet. I think I'm going to put these ones in the trash. Bye bye trousers. My very first pair of trousers. I bid you adieu. All right, moving on. This one right here, this is the Encore skirt by Love Notions. I'm hoping that's the right name of it. I actually pattern tested this pattern last year, and I made two versions of this skirt. This is one I made in this camouflage fabric. The colors are not my colors, but I do like this army print. I feel like there might be an occasion or two for me to rock that. I think I can style it quite nicely. I've seen some inspiration with army print styled with denim, and I think I'm going to try that with this skirt. And so I can't part with her just now. She goes back in the closet. I forgot to show you guys this one. This is a ready-to-wear skirt. It's a work skirt. I still wear her, so oops. Let us try this again, shall we? Now, I typically don't like storing my skirts like this because inevitably when I take them out to wear to work, I have to get my iron and press out like the hanger creases. But my wardrobe has just been so crammed, you guys, that I've just had to make do with what space I've had. And so I have resorted to putting some of my clothes like this, even though I don't really like that. Now, this is a ready-to-wear skirt. This one is actually from my mom. I like this blue and this green combination. She stays. The one in front is actually a skirt from Little Lizard King. Is it Montgomery? I'm going to double check and put the line drawings hopefully here on the screen. I made this one years ago, you guys, back when I was a tester for Little Lizard King. That was donkeys ago, like ages ago. I still have the skirt though. It's light and floaty, And I made it in this fabric. Do you guys remember this fabric? Like at one point, the entire sewing community had a piece of this fabric. And so I'm going to keep this skirt in my wardrobe a little bit longer. It does have an elastic back, so that makes her comfortable. She is very short though, so you know, a leg moment in this skirt. But I like her, and so she goes back in the closet. Now this one I started telling you about in part 1 of this series. This is the skirt that goes with one of the tops I showed you before. I made this one for my birthday years ago. It has this high split, which means I can have legs out even though this is a maxi length skirt. I made this one in this faux Ankara. I think this is faux Ankara again. It feels kind of like silky instead of like a cotton base. Anyways, I do like the colors in this one. I do like this skirt. And this one goes back in the closet. Alright. More trousers. These are all ready-to-wear trousers. They don't fit me particularly well, but they get the job done for work, and so for now, they can stay. This one is another ready-to-wear pair of trousers, but I actually like how these ones fit me. These ones are from Marks & Spencer in the UK, and they do have like an elastic waistline, and they sort of remind me a little bit of the Saguaro trousers by Friday Pattern Company. And I was pleasantly surprised that these ones don't look terrible on me. They are a size 14 and they are long, you guys. Now I am 5 foot 8.5 inches, but I do carry a lot of length in my legs. So regular length pants don't fit me very well. They tend to look like I'm wading in high water, you guys. Oh my goodness. I do not like that at all. If my pants do not hit the floor, then they're just not for me. And these ones sweep the floor. I love the fit of these trousers, at least from a ready-to-wear standpoint. So these ones go back in the closet. Now these are just some ready-to-wear jean shorts. Those ones stay. Another ready-to-wear trousers, work and play. These are another pair of ready-to-wear trousers, just like the black ones that I showed you just now. These are also from Marks & Spencer's. I love funky print trousers. I just think that they're so cool. And I saw these ones and I just had to have them. They're animal print, and so back in the closet. More ready-to-wear trousers. This one is a ready-to-wear skirt, but I don't like how she fits. It is one of like those stretch skirts, but the shape of it sort of like collapses near the knee instead of flaring out at the knee. And because I am a rectangular body shape, I just feel like this one doesn't give me a lot of shaping. And so I think that it is time to finally remove her from the closet. Bye bye. More ready-to-wear jean shorts. A ready-to-wear pair of pink trousers that I picked up last year, I think it was. I do like these ones. Again, they don't fit amazingly, but they do look okay. And so I'm keeping those ones. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, those are all ready to wear like jeans and whatnot. Moving on to this dress. This one is a tempo dress, sundress from Love Notions Patterns. I had this one as well. I added like a tier at the bottom and I did tie straps. This one is made in Ankara, again from a free clothing store. It's in purple. I love purple. I love this dress. I think she fits really, really well. I like that it has this shirred, not shirred. This one is actually created using elastic. But I like to have this elastic back. It makes it super, super comfortable. And I feel like the darts in the front of this bodice fit me really, really well. And so I'm definitely keeping this dress. More ready to wear. This one, you guys, is a Simplicity pattern by Mimi G. I'm not remembering the number. Again, I'm going to have to go and check it. I used denim remnants to bring this dress to life. So I had quite a bit of this color denim, and I had like offcuts of this denim left over from a make from ages ago. And I since got rid of that make because it didn't fit me very well. And I used the rest of it to create this dress. Now I think this dress is really, 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 really cute. However, you guys, she has an open back, which means I can't wear a bra with it. And I've worn this dress one time before, and I had to use like those stick-on cups, which I don't like at all. And it doesn't help that this country is super, super hot. And so when you move around for a little bit, they start like slipping off you, and there's no way I want my boobs on the floor. So I think I'm going to part with this one just because I'm not comfortable wearing her as is. And I do think she was also a little bit tight. I did forget to grade out at the waistline, I think. Or maybe I was just in denial about the size of my waistline. And so she is a little bit snugger than I would like. but she is really, really well made. So whoever ends up with this is going to be happy with this piece, but it's time for her to leave my closet. All right, so these are all ready to wear, so we're just gonna skip them all. Empty hanger, and then we arrive at this skirt right here. This is a Caprice skirt by Love Notions, and I am in love with this skirt. I love this fabric. It's super, super floaty and squishy. She was a beast to sew up just because she is so shifty, but I do really love this skirt. Now, I do have a full pattern review of this skirt here on the channel. I'll pop the thumbnail in right here so that you guys can give that one a watch as well. But this one definitely stays in my wardrobe. Now this, oops, Lord of mercy. Now this is the other encore skirt from Love Notions, the same one that I made the camouflage skirt out of. It's just a plain blue skirt. I can wear her to work. She's long enough that I can get away with it in the office, and so for the moment, this one stays in the wardrobe. Now there was a skirt on this hanger, but she fell. And it is this one right here. Now this skirt is, I want to say it's McCall's 8004, but it might have also been the Sew Over It Ava skirt. I'm going to have to check my Instagram so I can confirm. But I hacked whichever pattern I used as my base so that I could use 3 or 4 different types of denim to put this skirt together. So all of these panels are different old jeans that I had lying around, and I pieced them together to create this sort of shape in the front. I really do like this skirt. I like that this was an upcycle, and so this one goes right back in the closet. Alright guys, so we have made it to this point. This is my husband's tie rack. Do not ask me why it's in my closet and not in his, but it is in here, and it has been in here forever and ever and ever. So I think right about now it has just become a staple in my wardrobe. So I think I'm gonna stop here for tonight. It is almost my bedtime. Remember, I said it is a work night, and so another day when the spirit moves me, I'll come back and tackle south of this tie rack, and hopefully I'll be able to complete the rest of my wardrobe at that time. So for now, I bid you good night, and I'll be back hopefully sooner rather than later to finish this project. Hey boos, I'm back, and I know y'all are wondering why is it that I'm standing here in my usual spot instead of in my wardrobe. Let me tell you guys a story. So the other night, I decided that I was going to complete my closet clear out. I had done the other half that you just saw before, and I left this half, actually this half of a half. So this portion of my wardrobe, I left it thinking I could get it done another day. So I came back in front of the camera, fully intended to record the final footage of my closet clear out. As a matter of fact, I went a step further. I didn't just intend, I actually did it. And you guys, when I sat down to edit my video, I had the displeasure of discovering that I had recorded an hour and a half of footage that had no volume, and that was in slow motion. All right, you guys, go ahead and laugh at your girl. I don't know. I must have touched something on my camera, and I was completely oblivious to it. And so I was doing my closet clear out, putting on my clothes, putting in the trash bag, talking through all the patterns that I had, all that jazz, only to discover that an hour and a half of my life had been wasted because the footage was unusable. So I figured, what could be the remedy to this melodrama? Because I had already put the items that I wanted to discard of in a trash bag, and there's no way in hell I was going to take them back out, put them back in the closet, and then pretend to go through it again, acting all surprised about the things that I found, and then trying to decide whether I was going to keep them or toss them when I already knew what I was going to do because I already trashed them. So I figured maybe I could just come back in front of the camera and show you guys the items that I removed from my closet. Now, I know that robs you guys of the opportunity to see all of the other goodies in my wardrobe, but at this point, it is the only practical solution that I could think about. So bear with me, you guys. Let me just grab my trash bag, and then I can show you what else we're getting rid of from the wardrobe. All right, so this is trash bag number 2. Granted, I did throw out a lot more things in trash bag number 1. Trash bag number 1 was full to capacity. That is why I ended up grabbing trash bag number 2. So I'm just going to dig in this trash bag and show you guys the items that I'm going to get rid of, because at this point, what else? So I'm getting rid of this skirt, and this is a ready to wear skirt, and I'm getting rid of it because this is what's going on with my skirt. The elastic has come undone, and I have never actually even worn this skirt. So I figured somebody else can have the pleasure of mending the fabric so that the elastic can be covered and then get some good wear out of this skirt, because it is cute, but I hate mending, you guys, and this is a knit fabric and I'm just not about that life. So I decided to get rid of this one right here. These are all ready to wear as well, so I'm just going to go through them real quick. This is a ready to wear top, nothing fancy about it. I'm getting rid of it. Some shorts from Old Navy, also getting rid of them, not because they're not cute, but because they just don't fit well. That is my struggle with pants. You already know how that one goes as well. This one is another ready to wear. This one is a dress, a work dress, but I find now that it's a little bit tight at the underarm, and to sit in this dress all day is really uncomfortable, and so unfortunately I have to part with this one, although I do really like this dress, and she got quite a bit of wear out of me in my work wardrobe. Now we got some me-mades. So this one is a me-made. This is McCall's 8014. I think that's the number. I really love that pattern, by the way, and I definitely have to remake it for my So Refreshed challenge that I currently have going on over on Instagram. That challenge is challenging myself, and I invited the community to join me. Find a pattern that you made earlier on in your sewing journey and remake it, and have a look at how much your skills have upgraded, your techniques, your fabric selections, all of that jazz. I just thought that that would be a good challenge to get involved in. It will force me to make some use out of older patterns. I feel like sometimes we get caught up in all of the new releases and then forget that we had some oldies but goodies in our stash. So if you're a sewist, then I would implore you as well to join in. Go look for a pattern that you made sometime before in your sewing journey, whether it was a year before or 5 years before or 20 years before, and breathe some new life into that pattern. Anyways, this is Simplicity 8014, and this one is actually a hack. I hacked the sleeves, so it's like an elbow length sleeve, or just below the elbow, and it has like the sleeve, and then it has a gathered portion, and then it has a cuff. I put some eyelets in it, and I used some black satin ribbon just to do up the eyelets in the same way that you would sort of do up a corset. But this one is not in my colors, even though it is in animal print. And for this version, I really should have blended out from the waist to the hip just to give me a little bit more wiggle room across the butt area. And so I find like when I wear this dress, it sort of has pulling at my center back just because the skirt bit is too tight. If it was looser, then it would glide over my butt. But because it's not, it sort of gets hung up right at my mid-back, and so that is why I'm unfortunately parting with this one. Another animal print out of my wardrobe. You guys, my heart hurts, I'm telling you, but it is an excuse for me to go and buy me some more animal print. But after I finish this whole 30 yards challenge that I'm also participating in over on Instagram. Now I've also got this PP Pinafore. I think this is a PP Pinafore by Jennifer Lauren Handmade, I think. And I made this one ages ago, I think probably in 2020. I really like it. It is in this, what is this, corduroy? And this was my first garment ever made in corduroy. No, I particularly love the color of this, but it is too tight for me now around the tummy area. Granted that when I made it, I should have gone up a size at the waist, and I didn't. I think I might have been in denial about the size of my waist, or maybe at the time I had put on extra weight because it was the pandemic, everybody was locked inside and eating tons and tons. But for whatever reason, it started off a little bit snug, and it's even worse now. And so I've had to part with this one from the closet. Now this beauty right here is another animal print fabric, and I got this fabric from Zaloof Fabrics, and I made McCall's, I can't remember what the number is. I'm gonna look for the envelope and pop it on screen, but I really like this dress, you guys. I think it's really, really cute. It's very flattering. I like the princess seams down the front. I like the big sleeves, but this one, I think when I made this one, I made the wrong sizes to begin with. if I'm not mistaken, around this time, Macaws has sort of changed their sizing structure. And so I think I sewed up a size maybe 14 around the bust area for this one, when I should have sewn up probably a size 16 or something like that. So I get some gaping at my boob area. Even though I had performed a full bust adjustment on the pattern, I just started with a too small pattern. And so it doesn't fit very well around the boobs. That means I have to get rid of this one from my closet. I really think I also want to remake this pattern because it is really a great pattern. But somebody else is going to have this gorgeous beauty added to their closet. Unfortunately, she doesn't belong in my closet anymore. Alright, these 4 tops are all ready to wear, so I'm not going to spend much time on them. This one is just an off-the-shoulder top. This is something that I can make easily. It's in this burnt orange color, and so I'm getting rid of this one. This one is this kind of cinnamon color. Again, not in my colors, but I really do like this detail with this lace inset, and so I think I'm going to have to figure out how to incorporate this lace inset into a different pattern. But again, because of the color predominantly, I'm also getting rid of this one. This one is just a white top. I really do like the neckline of this one with all these jewels. And I was actually contemplating removing this jewel neckband and adding it back to a different pattern, like a different make. But I'm not sure how easy it would be to actually like unpick it. And I'm not really a fan of unpicking anyway. So in the end, I just decided to remove this one, and hopefully somebody else will find better usage out of this top. As well as this top, which is just like this cowl neck top in this knit fabric. I used to wear her to work. I haven't reached for her for a long time, and so in the trash it goes. Now you guys, you have gone and seen all of the good stuff in my closet, except for those items towards the back of my closet that I lost the footage for. And if you have stuck with me through both parts of this series, then thank you so much for tuning in. To be absolutely honest with you, when I did it the first time around, I was a little bit hesitant. I was like, nobody in their right mind is going to sit down and watch me unpack my wardrobe and decide what to keep and what to give away. Although, to be fair, I would sit down and watch somebody else do it, just because it's always very intriguing for me to see what other people gravitate to in their wardrobes. And I think it's a good opportunity to show you guys the mixture of ready-to-wear and me-mades in my closet, as well as so that you guys can get a better understanding and appreciation for my kind of style, like the things that shapes, silhouettes, fabrics, etc. that I am drawn to. So this was sort of like a get to know me experience, and I'm sure you guys know much more about me just because of the clothing items that I have shared with you. Anyways, for whatever reason, if you've watched this video, thank you so much. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment in the comment section down below and let me know, what do you guys think of my current wardrobe? What else do you think I need to include in my wardrobe? What didn't you see that you thought you would have seen? What did you see a lot of that you think maybe I could stand to part with? Let me know all of the feels in the comment box down below. Now, if you have gotten this far in this video and you're not a subscriber, then just go on and click that subscribe icon, because I'm pretty sure that this video is going to be a long one again. And if you have watched the entire video, it must mean that you like it here. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you can always be notified of my new releases. That is all I needed to share with you guys today. I am hot, I am tired, and I want to get back to watching Reasonable Doubt. Has anybody else watched it? Oh my God. So until next time, stay calm, stay cool, stay safe, and go clean out your closet. Peace.